Hello and welcome to Cutting to the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben and as always I'm joined by Sick Note over here, Gaz.
Hello.
And Mike.
Hello.
I'd like to tell you Mrs. sent you in that sick note.
Look, I'm here, aren't I?
She's expecting it was your mum, to be fair.
I'm here, even though I was just retching in the toilet 30 seconds to turning on the mic. I'm a trooper, Ben. A Starship Trooper.
And that's a nice segue. Because we're going to finish off talking about Starship Troopers.
Did Mike
today.
say hello?
I did.
Oh,
I think I introduced Mike.
got my heads up my arse.
It's hard to tell, he's, he's just kind of there, isn't he?
It's man flu.
Anything apart from your illness?
No, not really. Nothing exciting happened.
It was New Year's Eve yesterday.
Yeah, I spent it in bed, shivering, sweating, crying. Yeah.
Usual.
Yeah.
Same as every year.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of New Year's. I don't like the pressure to, it's gonna be the best night of the year.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
No, it's not, because I have to pay to get in my local.
Yeah.
That's already pissed me off. I've got to make it to midnight, despite the fact everyone, because it's New Year's, starts drinking as fast as possible, because they're like, yeah, it's New Year's. And then there's always a fight,
Yeah.
because everyone is so fucking inebriated. Yeah, no. We got invited to a house party, but thank fuck we had the kids. 'Cause even if I wasn't ill, I would not have wanted to go. But anyway, I digress.
I'm not a fan. I think it's as you get older, you become less of a fan.
Yeah.
10 years
Like
ago,
Christmas, I think.
10 years ago, I'd have been out for New Year's Eve.
Yeah, me too.
Guarantee you. I'd have been off my face. I'd have loved it. Now it's just like, ugh.
I don't mind a house party, but even then, I struggle to make it to midnight. I am old.
No, once I got to start drinking, it's a question of stopping.
Decrepit. I was thinking the other day that because it's sort of a running joke on the show now that I have a cold every fucking couple of weeks, and the usual consensus is that my boss says, "Oh, it's because you live with kids," and you know. And I was thinking, no, I think it's the amount of drugs I did have genuinely left a negative impact on my immune system.
No, it's definitely the kids.
Yeah,
It could be both.
When I was at school, when I was teaching at school,
Yeah.
always ill.
Yeah, little germ bags, and
It
they
could be
literally
both.
they cough into your eyeballs as well. Like
Oh,
they've got no
no.
sense of
Do they
like.
just run up and cough in your eyeballs
They're
and run
literally
away?
they're all snotty nose and that, and they'll be talking to you, telling you a story right close to you, and then they're like, yeah, dude.
And they wipe all the snot over you.
Oh god, yeah. Oh dear. Bless him. I think. Right.
Should we do some weird news?
Yeah.
Let's get the boys' views on this week's weird news.
So weird news, this is some random stuff we found on the net this week. It will take about 20 minutes, half an hour, and then we will cut on to the main thrust of today's topic. Here's a festive one for you. Santa Claus collapses and dies in front of children at school Christmas party.
Holy shit.
The Russian Santa was energetically performing and running around with the youngsters before footage captures him coming to a stop and falling backwards.
Oh man.
As the confused youngsters ran towards him, they can be heard giggling as they think his tragic collapse is part of the festive game. But the actor playing Santa, named Valery Tetenko, had tragically suffered a sudden and fatal heart attack. Another cast member, a woman dressed as a clown, is seen rushing behind the tree to help the stricken 67-year-old.
If I was there, do you know how I would have dealt with it? If I was a parent watching with my children, I would have turned to my partner and said, "Send everything back. Quickly.
Yeah.
We have a perfect excuse. Santa fucking died. No Christmas. Sorry, here's a banana."
Got the receipts, had you?
Oh man. Poor kids.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would have just told the kids he's just a bit poorly, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Actually, it's Russia. Our friend Santa is dead. Just like your dreams. Do not dream too big. You will fall and die on the stage. Yeah. Ah well, bless him. 67, that's no age, is it? Oh, that's the
apologies.
show.
Yeah.
That's Chester the cat. He lives here, so suck it up.
Yeah.
Basically, don't moan.
Yeah.
He has more right to be here than me and Gaz.
It's literally his home.
See, if that were in the UK, they'd done a defib on standby.
Well, yeah, very true.
Actually, refreshed my first aid course. You know what the chances of coming round are from CPR alone?
No.
It's about 3%.
Oh, really?
I thought it was less than that. I thought it was 0.5%.
No, it's about 3. With a defib, that goes up to something like 87.
But every movie I've ever watched,
Yeah.
It works.
yeah, no matter
First
who it is,
time.
no matter how long they were underwater for, and when they come back, they go, "Bleh," and a big load of water comes out like a jet.
Every week on Baywatch, a bit.
Oh man, poor Santa. But he went out as like Tommy Cooper. He went out doing the thing he loved.
Yeah.
You know, died with his boots on.
Yeah. And also, if you're 67, maybe take it a bit easy.
Yeah. Oh dear.
No, he'd not been feeling well, and he complained of chest pain, so didn't want to let the children down.
Oh,
This makes it more tragic.
no.
It's tragic. Oh no.
And he'd been through complicated heart surgery. I think he's just a workaholic. I think that's what it is.
He's Russian, isn't he?
He's just a workaholic. I mean,
Oh, poor old Santa.
Santa's dead.
Valerie Titenko.
Me, Mum?
yeah, that's some festive
Tragic
cheer
tale.
for you.
Wow.
Dark Christmas.
Yeah, if you haven't listened to our Dark Christmas episode, if you think that was a Dark Christmas story, fuck me. Go back an episode or two. Woo.
Go back and listen to last year's. Right, what we got? Fortune teller who correctly predicted Brexit using asparagus has revealed her 2019 tips.
Oh, I dislike her intensely based
So
on
do
her
I.
photo.
So do I. A fortune teller who predicted Brexit using asparagus has revealed her tips for 2019, including a global recession, World Cup success, and the return of TV's Big Brother.
Wow.
Jemina Packington, 63, is the world's only, I've got to pronounce this right, asparamancer, and claims she can peer into the future by tossing the veg in the air and interpreting how the spears land. She predicts that 2019 will see that extreme temperature will become a norm and a well-known British business will fold while that's
It's hardly fucking
Isn't it
mystic,
common
is it?
knowledge
Yeah.
that the fucking temperature of the planet is rising?
Yeah.
And that
Every year a business goes bust.
yeah, HMV in the last
HMV is
couple of
literally,
weeks
Yeah.
for the second time.
She also says that despite a global recession, fears over the impact Brexit will have on the British economy will be largely unfounded. Well, when she's gone to financial school, instead of tossing asparagus in the air,
I might listen to
you a bit
yeah.
more.
Well, on the HMV thing, slight detour, but it's their own fault they're going out of business because they're not even trying to compete with Amazon. I wanted the most recent series of Red Dwarf, Boys from the Dwarf, as a Christmas gift to myself, and I knew it was £6 on Amazon with free delivery. But I thought, I'm going to the town centre, I will support my high street. Fucking £10 in HMV. I don't want to support them that much.
No.
It's fuck off, not their business. So they're not even trying it.
That's it.
Oh,
That's it, man. If you don't compete, then you die.
yeah. I mean, that's
Cutthroat
based on
world of business.
one product, but it's,
Yeah.
And I can't remember the last time I bought a CD.
I do occasionally just because of my job. But then, even saying that now, I use the AUX cable and play it all off my phone. So,
Yeah.
but I do still. I don't know if it's true, but I do firmly believe that CDs sound better than downloaded music. They're not as compressed, apparently.
Oh, well, that's almost like saying
Yeah.
vinyl sounds better than CDs.
But I think they do. I don't know.
No.
I don't listen to many vinyls, but
No.
apparently if you play a CD and the same song on your phone through decent speakers, because everything sounds shit through your phone speakers, but if you play the CD, play the downloaded version, the difference is significant, apparently.
Alright, okay, well,
So,
I would test that.
The difference obviously isn't enough for people to go and buy a CD. Jack, my girlfriend's cousin, made a good point. People his age don't want stuff. He doesn't want CDs to clog up his space when it can just exist in the cloud.
Go back to the Internet of Things, what we're talking about.
That's it, yeah. So it's just us dinosaurs, isn't it? Obviously there's not enough of us to keep HMV alive. But
I mean, I've got to go to Amazon and buy it for £6.
yeah.
I've got a huge vinyl collection. It's in the loft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Huge
Yeah.
CD collection in the loft. Huge
Yeah.
DVD collection in the loft.
Yeah. My DVDs are in my mother's loft, probably to never be touched again.
Can I go through and take what I want?
No, because one day when DVDs become valuable, I will go through and pick, because they're going to be like vinyls one day.
Yeah.
Oh, they only made so many copies of this on DVD, that's quite rare, that's worth 50 quid. Whereas, I don't know,
I got the
Terminator 2 is
Platinum
going
Collector's
to be
Edition.
I think we'll go back to VHS.
Oh yeah,
Like
with
Red
the
Dwarf.
lines on the screen. Brilliant. Pressing the track in. It literally has a finite number of times you can watch it before it wears out.
You have to rewind all the way back to the beginning.
So
Nothing worse than getting a rented video and it's at the end. You have to sit there for 10 minutes waiting for it to rewind.
It's such bad form, isn't it? Bastards.
Do you like her biggest prediction?
Come on then.
She believes the reality TV show Big Brother will also return to our screens after it aired its final series in November. Oh, thank fuck for that.
How'd you get that from asparagus? It's talking to me. I'm getting Big Brother.
But that finished. Maybe it's coming back.
Yes, asparaguses don't have big brothers, do they? The TV show.
She also has good news for England's rugby team as she predicts they will have success at the World Cup in Japan. And she says the women's football team will win the World Cup at this year's finals in France. Yeah, she looks a bit crazy to me.
She looks mad as a box of frogs.
Incredibly, 10 of Jemima's 13 predictions came true for 2018.
Shut the front door.
Including foreseeing Donald Trump's summit with North Korea dictator Kim Jong-un.
Well, couldn't anyone... He was either going to do it or not do it, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, pretty much. I imagine every president has tried to meet him at some point.
I don't know, I wouldn't like to say.
She also correctly predicted the crash price of cryptocurrency Bitcoin and the revival of books in the face of modern gadgets. Jemima from Bath said, I'm able to interpret the patterns left by the asparagus. When I cast the asparagus, it creates patterns, and it is the patterns I interpret. I'm usually about 75 to 90% accurate.
That's
with my
because you pick
predictions."
about 70-90% of things that are definitely going to happen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like obvious things. Ridiculous.
I go through my predictions each year and think, yep, that's happened, yep, that's happened. Occasionally I get one slightly off or I haven't quite read it correctly. Well, everyone's fucking only human, isn't she?
Yeah.
But I'm never far off. Regarding Brexit, the asparagus said it will not be as bad or as good as people are making out. It will just happen. Well, fuck you, I feel a lot better now.
Well,
I'm not going to lose my job in 3 months' time.
well, my ex-fiancée was from the city of Bath, just outside where this lady is from, and it's a city mostly made up of quite wealthy sort of fucking hippie types. But he also talk a bit like that, because it's in Somerset, so she's an asparo-mancer. Regarding Brexit, the asparagus said it will not be as bad or as good as people are making out.
Well, that's a belief.
Yeah.
So let's see, who do I believe? The head of the Bank of England, who says it's going to be a fucking disaster, who's had 40 years of economic experience.
And about 99% of other financial experts, although saying that they did get it completely
What's
wrong
Martin
in
Lewis
2008.
saying?
I don't know, to be fair.
I trust him.
Yeah.
He's got no political affiliations.
We've got this mad old bat who throws asparagus in the air.
Oh God. Scroll up a bit. Has she got a wedding ring on? Not that I'm not making judgments on a character.
Can't
yes,
tell.
she might.
Yeah.
Remember, pictures are flipped too. So, okay, so somebody can stand her. Maybe she's not as bad.
Maybe they really like asparagus.
Yeah.
Perfect wife, innit?
Oh man. And does it matter where she sources the asparagus from? I mean, are
I'd imagine it'd be organic, Gaz.
well, are all asparaguses created equal? You know?
No, I would imagine that the non-GM ones are not superior in her
Maybe
mind.
the GM ones have mutated, and that's why they're communicating with her telepathically. But she doesn't want to say that because she'll sound mental. So instead, she's saying, "I read the patterns."
I mean, the old Vikings used to throw like the runes down, didn't they? But that's runes. They were all different. I mean, an asparagus is an asparagus and an asparagus, isn't it?
Yeah, but the runes are bollocks as well, Ben.
Well, yeah, of course they were. I'm saying there's a bit more sense to them.
Well, it's like tarot cards. At least they've got something written on them that's definitive,
Yeah.
isn't it? And then you can manifest your own reality then, because someone's told you got
Yeah.
this card, so this
It's
is
the
gonna
same as the tea leaves, innit? I mean,
What
it's
can you get from that?
Exactly.
It's bollocks, isn't it? It's bollocks. David Icke's meme today, question everything. Do you mean every? And then he cuts off, yes, everything. He was questioning the stabbing at the Manchester train station. I don't know what his problem was with it. Crisis management. And he thinks everything's a false flag, basically, doesn't he? But
Yeah, but everything can't be a false flag, can it?
yeah,
That's
some
the
of them
thing.
have got to
It's-
be real.
Most of them are.
What would the false flag be of someone stabbing people at the train station.
Stabbed, no one died. 3 people were injured. He was tasered, pepper sprayed, and restrained.
Was he a Muslim?
Hasn't been released yet. So probably not.
Because
Because if he had been, it would have been.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Unless they're trying to protect him. Because some newspapers are more conscientious than others. Well, isn't it the police who decide?
Unless you've been flying drones over Gatwick.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't a drone, was it?
Well, it never manages.
We don't know what it was doing.
Well, I think it's an alien spaceship, but
I did
apparently it could have been police drones looking for other drones.
Well, I did get some good shots that day, but there wasn't much happening there. I don't know if they were on shutdown, but brilliant shots. Right, have we finished with this fucking idiot?
Yeah.
One more weird news of the psychic prediction.
Yeah. This is a psychic prediction for 2019 by a man who says he was an Egyptian queen in his past life.
You wish, mate.
Nicholas Adjula, 33, claims his dreams have led him to predict outcomes of major events, and he once lived as an Egyptian queen in a past life. He says Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's baby, due this spring, will be a girl. That's a 50-50 shot. Apologies for that motorbike. He claims Taylor Swift is going to announce her engagement. Hasn't she been engaged lots of times, Taylor Swift? I don't know much.
Probably.
Well, that's where all the song subjects come from, isn't it?
Nicole Kidman will fall pregnant. Does she get on a bit now, isn't she, Nicole Kidman? I mean, she getting past that stage.
I still would.
I'm not saying I mean,
It's got to be
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, she's got to be
is she approaching the menopause?
It's got to be 40.
She's
Tom
got to
Cruise
be
is
at least
50, and he's in his 50s.
Yeah, and he was married, but he was probably
similar
older.
age.
Let's find out. You carry on reading.
Alright. And Madonna will face criticism for doing charity work.
For fuck's sake. Wow. Earth-shattering revelations.
He's been an embalmer of dead bodies in his past lives and a closeted transgender soldier in Saxon, England.
Well, that must have been a bitch.
Yeah.
Just
But
to
then
follow
again, if he'd had some kind of skirt on, wouldn't he, if he was a soldier?
Oh, yeah.
She's 51 years of age
Oh, so she
at
may
the
well
time of
be
reading.
coming to that stage in her life, so she
I
better
think
hurry
it
up.
might be quite dangerous for her at
Yeah.
51, if it's possible. I'm no expert. Don't
No.
send me angry things.
Please, feminists, don't say such things.
I really doubt there's feminists listening to this.
That's a valid point.
3 men? 3 white men?
Oh shit, with a very epitome of male privilege.
Talking like their opinions count. Fucking patriarchy scum.
Yeah.
It's not cool to be a man anymore.
Well, we have made a bit of a mess of things over the years.
Man, we did some cool shit too though. You ever seen Jimi Hendrix fucking do a solo?
That's true, yeah.
I mean, that Nita Strauss is... she's alright at solos, but... Anyway, moving on. This is the Bernard Manning of podcasts.
This guy's been a lot. He's been an African witch doctor, a sailor that travelled the 7 seas, an anti-establishment French school teacher. He's lived the animal lives of a deer, a lion and a falcon, to name a few. He's been an Ottoman spy, a persecuted pagan, a tribesman that died through substance overdose, and a grey-skinned being on another planet.
Fucking hell.
Ooh, and he now believes he can see in the future.
Well, these people are so creative. Why don't they just turn this into a book or something? And like, instead of being mental, like, earn a living from it? Instead of being ridiculed.
I think he's trying.
Oh yeah, just from selling his story.
But everyone obviously thinks he's mad.
Well, he's based between London and Los Angeles and works as a street hypnotist, past life regressionist and astrologer.
Fuck me.
I mean,
got his fingers in a few pies there,
I'm
hasn't
not
he?
based between London and Los Angeles. I'm not jet-setting around reading people's fucking astrology cards or whatever the fuck it
He
is they do.
probably earns significantly more than we do for those 3 jobs, and neither of them require any kind of fucking training or qualification, do they? Because they're fucking made up. We went wrong, didn't we?
Yeah.
Don't you wish, like Red Dwarf, we could go back with the tension sheet? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And like just change the past. Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Oh, speaking of which, have you done Bandersnatch? on
I have.
Netflix?
Not yet, no.
Yeah, I'm mainly
No.
having it.
I did it once and I had to watch it again. Straight again.
We were a little bit. We loved it, and then the ending, it just, whichever one we got, it just kind of fizzled out a little bit, and we were like, huh. So we've got a map of all the decisions, so we might go back, because even the ones like deciding which cassette he listens to, apparently that affects things in a big way later on. But
So what to do? Do you just think up on the screen and you just press?
It comes
Yeah,
up
you get
at the
a choice,
bottom, and then there's like a bar. That's,
First one is, do you want sugar puffs or frosties?
yeah.
You have to choose that, and it's like that. And you choose different paths. Like the first one, I ended up him jumping. Should I say something? Spoilers.
Spoilers. Yeah. But, yeah, go for it.
I had him jumping off a building.
Yeah, we did that.
The second, and then
I went back and got his mate to jump off, and he was still fucked up. Because you have to choose you or your mate, and she was like, Leona's going, send him. And whatever she said, I did the opposite. So I was like, nah, I think, what if he's saying it's true? Because he's saying it's like life's a video game, you'll just regenerate somewhere else, time's not real. And I was like, jump.
My thinking was with you. I jumped in the fucking concrete.
Yeah, dead.
But my ending, I ended up killing him anyway.
Yeah,
Back as a boy.
We tried to avoid killing his dad.
Yeah.
Don't
you can do what you way,
yeah,
you can do what you way.
You should watch it. You did enjoy it. It's set in the early 80s as well, so it's got a nice... Even though it's really dark, there's a nice nostalgia.
It does. The title does sound like a roving gang of paedophiles.
Bandersnatch. Anyway, that was a tangent.
So, are we done with weird news a bit? This guy's clearly nuts.
Yeah, I don't think we believe him, do we?
No. So let's continue with Starship Troopers. Last time we just finished off where Rico, Ace and Diz had been assigned to their new unit, the Roughnecks. And their new officer is an old friend, Lieutenant Rajchek now, the old teacher, with his spiffy new badass metal arm. And they've obviously grown him some tissue back. I know I mentioned it last time, but his, in the classroom his arm ended before the elbow, now it ends after.
Yeah. Apparently in the book, that was two separate characters, and whoever wrote the script just went,
yeah. Put him as one. And he only has one rule. This is for you new people. Only have one rule. Everyone fights. No one quits. You don't do your job, I'll kill you myself.
That's 3 rules.
No, he's incorporating them all into one, isn't he?
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not going to argue with him. He might punch me in the face with a robot arm.
Yeah.
And shatter my skull.
Well, I mean, Ace has already been punched in the face by the feisty lady corporal for calling Rajchek a nutbuster.
You'd think this film would be having a new sort of found resurgence, wouldn't you, with its approach to gender politics and its
That's a valid point, to
suggestion that in the future it will all be
mixed showers, equal opportunities.
Because I did find that have we gone past the nudity scene in the showers? I did find it a little bit gratuitous, to be honest.
Well, Verhoeven is Dutch.
Yeah, but I think the point of that was to show you how unfussed the characters are. And the fact that I'm fussed by seeing naked women shows you how unadvanced I am in comparison to these future people. Because I would definitely have a boner in that shower. It's full of naked Hollywood actresses. Fuck me. I'd be in the cut. Turn around, guys. Private Vincent. Nope. What are you doing? Nothing. Cleaning my bits.
No contacts in to make you blind.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, you know, very gender neutral. All soldiers are seen as equal.
Well, it is making them all sort of part of the squad, isn't it? Showering together.
Now, is it...
squad cohesion.
Those who shower together stay together.
Exactly.
That's it. But is it a comment on, oh, they're so advanced in the future that men and women are treated as equal? Or is it more that this military is so fucking, like, fascistic, if that's a word, that they will just literally sign fucking anybody? Anybody can be on the front line. Could be a bit of both, I guess.
Well, I mean, more women getting into the front lines nowadays.
Well, it's true, very true.
In the book, his dad joins up, so he's got to be, at least 40.
Yeah, they'll take anyone,
I think at that point they're just taking anybody though, aren't they?
Well, it's a bit like where, you know, exactly like World War II, whatever. First, or was it World War One, where first it's like just the army, and then after some disasters it's like, right, new law.
It's like, after the first time it's just the army, then it's like, we really need some volunteers. So you get that swell of volunteers because of the patriotism.
The Pals Brigades.
And then they all die.
And then no one wants to volunteer. Yeah. So then you have to bring in conscription and white feather brigades and...
If the draft comes back, I'm going to fail. We might have touched on this. I'm going to fail on insanity. They're not going to draft me.
They won't care at one point.
I'm a conscientious objector.
That's it, yeah. Like, I'll go to prison. That's better than war.
You don't even get to prison.
Oh, do you not?
In this country, no.
Fuck yeah.
You have no life after the war though, if we win, because no one would employ you, no one would give you anything, everyone would look down at you.
No one employs me now.
You'd be a social pariah.
I'm a social pariah now.
I would lie.
There's no difference.
I would lie and say, you know, like people who pretend they were in 9/11 and survived the towers for it. I'd be one of them. Don't judge me, listener. It's a fantasy, not one that I want. Painting pictures with words. Back to the movie.
Back to the movie. Weirdly though, I thought at this point, because he strolls in, he's having a look, and you know there's Rico and Diz are stood there, and he looks at him, and he doesn't recognise him, despite only the best part of 18 months tops ago, they were sat in his classroom.
Maybe he churns over that many fucking... Maybe that's on purpose, because it shows... He literally turns over so many classes of fucking students
maybe
in a
he's
quick
like
time. They all just
Operation Mockingbird or something. He's put in there to radicalise the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't recognise them.
Well, what I'm saying is maybe it's
They've
because...
been in his class for a year.
Oh, well...
He calls Rico by name in the film. Rico, what's the difference between a citizen and a civilian? He
Maybe
does not recognise them.
Maybe he's trying to keep it professional.
Unless he thinks he's that fucked up because his entire family's been killed in Brenner's areas and he must have been out for the week, out for the day.
Yeah.
He's just like, no one made it out, they just look like him. Maybe it's like he's blocked it all.
Possibly.
Maybe
he's just an ignorant bastard.
Maybe he's had some kind of massive breakdown where he can't remember his teaching years, he can only remember his soldier years.
Maybe. Wouldn't there be a psych test though when you go in the army? Surely there would be someone testing for that.
Yeah, but he's an old soldier. He's like, oh, let him in. Might some friends.
Let him in. He still thinks it's like...
Give that metal arm.
Still thinks it's 30 years ago, but let him in anyway.
He found them bugs, Mike.
Anyone who didn't get killed by a bug has got to be considered like an incredibly valuable... Alright, he lost an arm, but he didn't die.
Yeah, but he lost an arm. He had the bug stuck in his arm, and he made the decision, the conscious decision, like, I'm that much of a badass, I'm just going to close the shutter door, take my own arm off, and get the fuck out of here.
I think that's what World War I would have ended up with in the end, just sort of like the one-legged people on one side and the one-armed on the other. And...
No, I know that, I tell you
We'll fight you, ISIS. It's just a scratch.
No, ISIS in World War I, was it?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were about the next one. I know.
World War III. Oh no, I'll just end up with the planet on fire.
Yeah.
I know that Lenin travelled through Germany in the spring and the summer and autumn of 1917, and he said that basically all the people you saw were very young or very old. Every man who was basically able to go was there. So he was empty of men.
Not a lot of them came back, which is why so many British women cheated with... This is going to sound dodgy, but it's factual. Cheated with the handsome black US Air Force pilots because they didn't have any man.
Yeah.
They'd never seen a handsome black man before. Hello. Yeah. Well, it's true. I saw a documentary on it.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
Dirty British sluts. He's not even fucking fresh in the ground.
Well, what can you do? It's wartime, guys. Everyone's got to make sacrifices.
Well, if he didn't die and he comes back and he's like, why is my baby a different race to me? Hitler!
I had that on Sims. Ever play Sims?
No, but I know what it is.
I settled down
Your
with a woman.
wife cheated on you in
No,
Sims.
it's not quite that. I had a child with a woman.
In Sims.
In Sims. After a few years, got taken away by social services.
Oh no.
What are you doing? No, I'm not doing it.
Well, we were neglecting it.
It's very irresponsible, mate.
So I had another kid and it was fine. A few years later, they said, do you want your kid back?
Right.
Yeah, and they gave me back and it was a little black kid. And we were a white couple. I was like, hang on a minute, this isn't my kid. Quite clearly not. But, you know, took him in and raised him as our own.
There you go.
Did you love
So
it?
you
I did.
You redeemed yourself for neglecting the first child. Sort of. Oh well.
Oh well.
I was like, that's clearly not my kid, you know.
Who did you complain to in the world?
Yeah, well, you couldn't, to be fair.
Oh.
I think you accepted or rejected. I said, yeah, come on then.
Come on then, lad.
Why not?
You're going to love listening to Simon and Garfunkel. It's going to be ace. Sorry. Right, back to the movie.
So, yeah, back to the movie. So there's a new mission now. There's a new battle plan, new Sky Marshal. If you remember Sky Marshal Tahat Maru, the plump black lady.
Mm-hmm.
Equality in this society.
Yeah. Racial and gender.
Yeah.
Genderal. I know that's not a bit.
And they've got a new plan, and it's basically the fleet is going to glass the planet, and then the MI will just go in, mop up what's left. Makes perfect sense.
Easy.
And there's a nice shot of some bombers coming over, bombing swarms of arachnids. Carpet bombing it. Looks like a piece of piss, doesn't it?
Fucking stupid alien bug things.
Yeah. You know, they get to nuke some bug holes.
Hey.
Which is quite fun.
Sounds dirty too.
You have Watkins' mental issues as regards the bugs. The guy with the tuft around his neck and the rifle with the scope, the black guy. He's like,
Yeah, he's
shooting
awesome,
the dead
he
body a lot for some reason, wasting
He's
his
like the
ammunition.
Hudson of this.
He gets a Hudson-esque end, doesn't he? But at the same time, it's like, why are you shooting that dead body?
Yeah, I mean, I do that on like Red Dead Redemption 2. If I really hated the guy I just shot, I'll go and pump a few into him. But that's not real. And it's not a reflection on my personality.
But if you notice, they've actually got better tactics this time. They're working together. They're forming little lines. They're shooting all together. They're actually taking down. You know, they've got fire teams.
They've got a plan.
They've got a plan.
Yeah, some leadership.
Yes. In fact, they even managed to herd all the bugs into a nice little pile. If you noticed when they were shooting them, using, you know, I thought that was nice. Saves on clean up, just throw a bit of petrol on that, burn it, job's a good one.
See ya.
Yeah. But then you get this giant beetle, and they're called tankers apparently.
Right.
And they're armoured, starts throwing out fire from its face,
Oh yeah.
melts the corporal's arm,
Yeah.
Radchek saves her, it's nice of him. Probably think, oh, you'll get a new one, wouldn't you? Look at mine.
That's fairly good CGI, isn't it?
That's
Standard?
decent, actually.
Yeah.
I like to think that Radchek's selling metal arms at this point. So he pulls out a brochure.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I can get you a great deal on this one.
Yeah.
Oh, look at mine, I could crush a school with this.
He doesn't just carry him around as a
Watch.
as a
Oh shit! I've got to stop crushing my customers' skulls. It's bad for business.
It is very bad for business. But to be fair, you could take his credit card off his dead body and still charge him for the arm, and then resell it.
With the brain's still on it.
Dark things happen in war.
They do.
Oh man.
Yeah. So Rico decides he's going to ride that thing like a goddamn bucking bronco. You know, shooting away, blasts a hole for the armoured carapace, drops down, grenade out, in, gets thrown off.
Yeah.
Apparently he broke a couple of ribs when he did that move.
Man.
And it explodes. The day he's won.
The actor broke his ribs.
Yeah,
didn't he?
Casper Van Dien actually, I think he cracked a couple of ribs doing that.
I've cracked ribs. It sucks. There's nothing
Once
anyone
again-
can do. Just painkillers.
Once again proving that body armour is a complete waste of time.
Yeah.
And then Radchek finally recognises him. And he says, oh yeah, where'd you learn to do that? He says, oh, don't you remember? I was captain of the football team. He goes, oh, Rico. Well done, mate.
I never noticed that, to be fair.
Well, you know, to be fair to him, he's probably been hit on the head a lot. Hasn't he? He's seen a lot of young soldiers come and go. But,
Yeah,
and it's better for the story, I suppose.
that's true. He makes him corporal. He says, you're my corporal. And he makes Dizzy squad leader. Ace turns it down. He's just there to fight now.
Yeah.
He's been there, blew it. Do you think the more you're in this environment, Ace, you might sort of pick up a few tips? It's a learning curve, this experience.
It's so
You
weird.
should aim a bit higher.
It's so weird how much he looks like his dad, isn't
It
it?
is.
It's just like they took his dad's mouth and put it on another human being. And so he looks like a slightly weird version of what's his dad called? Gary Busey, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
The only other film I've seen him in is The Frighteners.
Fine.
Like Jake Busey. I've never seen him in anything else.
No, I've seen his dad in a few. His dad's in Lethal Weapon 1, isn't
He crops up in a couple
Predator
of
2.
things.
he? Yeah.
Yeah, Predator 2. He was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine as a cameo, actually, the night I noticed him.
Should
Awesome.
we have a look for his filmography while you're
Yeah.
carrying on a bit?
Basically, so the planet's clean, apparently. They've cleared that planet of bugs, and Radchek gets everyone beer and entertainment,
And a violin.
and a violin.
A
Well,
luminous
it's
green violin.
Well, I assume that's because it's electronic. Because there's no PA system, it's just playing quite loudly.
Apparently the actor did learn to play the violin purposely for the movie.
That's
To
commitment.
only tragically be on screen for about 3 seconds playing
Oh
it.
no. Oh, you suffer for your art, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, he can play the violin now, that's something.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're all dancing, I think there's a bit of a hoedown going on.
Mm.
There's a bit of country boy in here, so I think there's definitely a
Yeah.
hoedown. Watkins, who's the guy that has a few anger issues with bugs, also has a few grammar problems.
Mm.
Another one of his famous lines is, Rico, you kill bugs good. Well done, mate. So yeah, he gets to shag Diz in the camp as well.
Lucky bastard.
Radchek gives him 20 minutes instead of 10 minutes, which is nice of him.
Yeah, very kind.
So he did sort of encourage him to do it though, didn't he? Because he says like, oh, you wanted some advice, I'll give you some. Don't pass up on a good
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
In other words, you're probably going to die tomorrow, get your end away.
Yep.
Carmen dumped you. Where's she?
Yeah, exactly.
She's swanning round up in space with fucking Xander.
Having a better career than you ever will.
And he knows, and Radchet knows that Diz is better than Carmen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I still maintain it.
I don't know.
Jake Busey's actually been quite a lot of things. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Stranger Things, which I've seen multiple times, but I didn't recognise him. It's a bit sad of me. He must not have smiled much. Yeah, he's still working.
I like him.
Yeah, he's good.
He's decent. So then they go to Planet P, which has apparently been cleared, but they've had a distress call from Whiskey Outpost. And it starts off, they go into these canyons, and Rico sees some rocks tumble, sees a flash of something, gets the old binoculars out. Again, rocks tumbling, but then decides, there's nothing up there.
Yeah.
Nothing up there. We're only in a perfect fucking ambush situation here, walking along a valley floor, and there's definitely something. I'm not going to say nothing to anybody. I'm a corporal. I'm not going to go to my lieutenant and say, I think there might be something up there. We should probably take a bit more care. So Radchek, the sergeant comes along. He's got the comms. Radchek's like, he goes, I can't get a signal. He goes, it's the canyon's got a higher ground.
And still the corporal doesn't pipe up.
Still the corporal doesn't say, hey, Sarge, pretty sure there's something up there, mate. We should probably,
Blood on his hands.
I think it's a cynical ploy for promotion.
Once we save the day.
Yeah, well, he goes up there. He goes to higher ground. Then this big you got a different type of bug now. It's a flying one, like a big dragonfly. It's got a big spike on its tail.
Yeah.
Picks the sergeant up, spears him through the stomach, takes him to some kind of little nest thing it's got, and starts basically eating his fucking legs or spearing him a bit more. And the sergeant is literally screaming out for help. And all Radchek does is, Watkins, give me a weapon. He's the only one with a fucking sight on his gun. Never mind a telescopic one, the only one with a fucking sight of any kind on his gun. And Radchek just fucking blows his sergeant's chest out. I'd expect anyone to do the same for me. Well, that's very noble, mate. But Johnny, what the fuck were you doing in all this?
Your carelessness has led this situation.
Yeah. And also, again, that body armour, if you can't take a fucking shot off your own rifle, what fucking good is it?
Against alien scabbies.
Exactly. Just put them in fucking uniforms, make it a lot easier for them.
Put them in tutus instead of them.
Put them in shorts and t-shirts. What's it matter?
Very stabby bugs, aren't they?
Yeah, they're stabby. That body armour weighs a bit. And it does literally nothing against your own bullets. So mind the stabby mandibles.
Well, it's
like a fucking oven in that suit as well,
Exactly,
isn't
you might as well just go in shorts and t-shirt and be comfortable.
You're walking in the heat of the fucking sun.
Yeah, actually, a lot of people got sunstroke making this one.
Yeah, I did read that,
what was his name again? Mr. Boosie
Yeah.
had it quite bad
He
as
got
well
very
at one
sick.
point. Yeah.
Once again,
And
Paul Verhoeven.
Later on in the film, you can see him getting progressively redder. When we get to this stage of the film, his face is quite red.
Yeah. I get sunstroke fairly easily in this country, so I can't imagine. But it's one of the hottest places in the world, isn't it? Like Death Valley or.
Oh, Death Valley is. It hasn't rained for like 20 years, has it?
And it's where the Undertaker comes from.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Wasn't he from Part? No, that Water Warriors parts of.
Parts of. I think there's been a few wrestlers from Parts Unknown.
Whereas, I think Abyss was from TNA. He was from Parts Unknown for a while.
Yeah.
Sorry, bit of a tangent.
It's alright.
So they enter Whiskey Outpost. It's like a bit of a fort. It is like, it's not the Mormon extremist camp. It's actually a proper fort with guns on the top of it and stuff. It's a bit of a massacre, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of body parts. Lot of body parts.
A lot of gore.
Lot of gore.
It's like
entrails out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a cannibal finger buffet, isn't it?
Yep.
They find the general hiding in the closet. Or a cupboard.
Oh dear.
Cupboard?
Well,
A tactical cupboard.
he may have been in the cupboard and also simultaneously been in the closet.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Either is a tactical cupboard. He's either got PTSD or he's like a lot of a coward.
Yeah. Well, either way, it's, he's a bit of a pussy, isn't he?
He is. And they realise that it's a trap, isn't it? They've been lured there specifically by the bugs. So there's intelligence. They then, because they find the body with the brain sucked out. Then I thought of a plot hole.
What's that?
You know that brain bug we're going to see later on, spoiler alert,
Yeah.
is rather large.
Yeah.
it wasn't getting through that bug hole in the floor
to
to suck that dude's brains out
But
and
maybe
then put him back in the sea.
maybe he didn't.
Maybe it could squeeze like
Just like-
octopuses do. Do you know what I mean? They can
Yeah.
go through tiny little gaps, can't they?
Yeah.
Because they can change their.
But it suggested that the bugs made the rage operator call HQ,
Right.
getting into his head as
Yeah.
a trap to lure more. They need to learn about us. They want to know what makes us tick. They want to know us so they can kill us.
Yeah.
Well, they're doing a pretty good job of that already, to be fair.
Yeah, they don't need to know much.
And the general does have a bit of a breakdown at this point when he realises that they can't communicate with the fleet and there's no boat coming down for him.
No.
And he says, I wish you just killed me, and Raschek. He's a cold motherfucker, and he's alright then, cocks his weapon. Rico stops him for some reason. I'd just let him fucking do it at that point, wouldn't you?
It's to show he's a moral character,
Yeah.
despite his war bastard nature.
He's just Raschek, he's just got a solution for it. And alright then, fair enough. You're no good to me.
He's like a commissar in 40k, isn't he?
Oh yeah, yes.
That's
very much
effectively what
so.
he's like. If you're not fighting, I'll kill you myself.
Then you get the cry of bugs from Watkins, and there is, to say, I think that the technical term is a metric fuck ton of bugs.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of bugs. A lot of bugs. We get the come on you apes, you want to live forever. I think that's
Wow.
speciesist.
That's very, very inspiring, isn't it?
It's inspired me.
Come on, do you want to stay here and live, or come out there and die? Or stay here and live.
That'd be nice.
If you want to go, fuck off.
This scene is influenced from Zulu.
Yes.
Mainly just several lines are lifted from it. We're all gonna die, one of them.
Yeah.
You got the flying bugs, the normal bugs, the massive beetle bugs, they're all coming in. But Diz finally gets the comms established and the rescue boat's on its way down. Tells them you're going to have a crazy pilot. The general gets taken out by a flying bug that Rico shoots down, so Rico kills him anyway by default after saving him. More ammunition, you know, he said that more ammunition was used in this film.
Yeah, more live rounds fired than any other movie up to that point.
Yeah, you got them pretty cool tower guns, they were 50 cals.
Oh wow.
Real 50 cals just bulked out. The boat comes down, the troopers fall back in the compound, but just as they're about to make their heroic escape, a massive hole opens up, Raschek is pulled down into it, shooting away through the sand, probably shooting his own legs off, because when he's pulled out, he's got no legs.
Yeah.
So he's going to get that desk job that other blokes got, and he one arm, no legs.
That's it. One day, son, you could be as high up as me.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
And he tells Rico to shoot him, which he does.
Fair enough.
Wouldn't shoot that general. Quite happy to shoot his father figure / mentor.
Well, you know.
I thought that. I thought, come on, he's only lost his legs. He can still live.
This is the future.
Yeah, but an action man like that, you don't want to live with no legs.
You can have robotic legs.
Yeah, but it's just pride, man. Come on, you know, you live another 30, 40, 50 years. Maybe it's a future.
Yeah.
Maybe you live another 100 years.
Yeah, who knows what the life expectancy is in this glorious utopia.
Oh well.
But then
Rico
again,
shot him.
it is a fascist sort of world, so
Yeah.
inferior, you know.
No, he's a citizen.
I know, but he's got no legs.
Yeah, but so is that bloke at the recruiting station.
It's true, yeah.
They'll
but-
just give him a desk job at the recruiting people, won't they?
Maybe it's an offence to not follow the order if a commanding officer asks you to put him out of his misery.
I suppose it is. I suppose he could be flogged for that.
Yeah.
Or shot.
Yeah, so maybe he had to.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't explain why.
But then again, Raschek committed murder by shooting the sergeant. No one told him to do that. That's basically murder.
Yeah.
And he was just going to shoot the general.
Yeah.
That's murder again.
Yeah.
It's a dog-eat-dog society,
It
isn't
seems to be. I just think Raschek likes killing people.
it? Well, he's a psychopath, isn't he? Quite clearly.
And he's like, you know what, I've been a bad guy. He's always all them bugs I've killed. Should see how many students I killed. Got a lot of bodies under my house, Rico. You need to do this for me. And delete my internet history.
Please.
The boat comes down, and for some reason I couldn't figure out, the ship that these guys are from, the Roger Young, so their company's based,
Yeah.
they send the rescue boat down with the best two pilots they got on the ship.
Yeah.
The guys who fly the Starship,
Yeah.
Xander and Carmen, are flying the little poxy shuttle.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, shouldn't they be flying the ship?
Autopilot.
If they're on duty, shouldn't they be sat with the captain in the front on the bridge?
Isn't it fucked up, that big ship?
No, it's alright at this point.
Right, I can't remember.
So,
No,
so
sorry,
why
I
have you sent the people whose job it is to fly the big ship down on the little ship? Send from people who fly the little ships. Just throwing it out there. Just thought it was weird. I mean, it's like literally 1 and 2, isn't it? You're the captain, there's my number 1, there's my number 2, and you're sending them down on a death mission.
Yeah, it is a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, but Diz kills the big beetle that comes out the hole that was Radchek fell into and shot his own legs off. Nicely thrown grenade. Mm-hmm. Yeah, straight into its guy.
Oh, it was a beautiful shot, wasn't it?
Yep.
Well, he's a football player.
But then she gets, while celebrating and never turn your back in the middle of a combat situation. Bug comes up behind her, impales her through the, I want to say torso rather than just sort of.
Yeah.
It's kind of all the way through, innit? It's a big hole.
Yeah.
There ain't no packing that with anything.
No.
But again, terrible first aid, because the first aid, you just rip it out.
Yeah.
You're like, well, that was holding it together. That hole's like fucking 6 inches high, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, nightmare.
No.
Terrible first, and it doesn't even attempt to apply a bandage. Just drags her back onto the ship. She dies on the ship. Before that, the guys on the gun tower get pretty melted up.
Yeah.
They're too late to get down.
Yeah.
She probably dies because of Rico, in all fairness. Not taking that thing out, or taking that bug claw out.
Yeah. So
It's not good. They do manage to get out, and Rico has a request for the planet to be bombed, turned down. There's going to be another plan. There's another plan for Planet P.
Yeah.
And you get Dizzy's funeral,
yeah.
which Carl attends.
Yeah.
Well, it shows up after it's over.
Yeah.
He's a busy man, Carl. Full colonel nowadays, and psychic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that sent them there, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally turns around and says, "Oh, I'm sorry it had to be your unit on Planet
Yeah.
P, but you know,
Shit happens.
shit happens to it, mate."
All's fair in war.
And he gives this, we're in this for the species, it's numbers, they've got more than us, I have to make decisions
it.
like this every day.
See, war actually takes away your humanity.
I think he does sort of look jaded.
Yeah. What was the quote we
does.
said last week? War makes fascists of us all.
Yeah.
Still got a nice trench coat though.
Yes, still looks very cool. Well,
Yeah.
I should be careful saying that. But the Nazis did have cool uniforms.
Trench coats are
Yeah.
Nazis. You know, you can get away with a trench coat.
Yeah.
They had the biggest ovens in Europe.
Fucking hell.
We should
mean
be
you
careful
was-
with that shit after that meme we posted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I should
Mr.
probably
Mr.
clarify that.
PR over here.
Well, I just told him to fuck off. He made the world's greatest typo. For the listener, we posted a meme comparing the Rothschilds' weird skull shapes to the Peru elongated skulls in a sort of tongue-in-cheek way of saying, "Ooh, look, they're ancient aliens." And then some fucker accused us of posting racist propaganda. But during his post, instead of writing genetic heritage, he wrote generic heritage. And I was so fucking tickled, because it's basically like a technical term for sheeple, isn't it? Oh, you know, he's a man of generic heritage. He's fucking nobody.
Mongrel.
He's generic heritage. But yeah, so it was the meme about ancient fucking aliens. But yes, my PR was to tell him to get a fucking grip, I believe was my quote, whereas Ben tried to debate him and talk sense into him, which you were quite successful at in a way.
He buggered off.
Yeah.
Well, props to the dude who said, "I'm going to punch you in the face."
I think his exact quote was, "When fools open their mouths, they get beaten, so I suggest you shut your mouth." It was along those lines.
I like him.
Yeah.
I'm going to set up his page admin later on.
So yeah, where were we?
Basically, Carl gives Rico a promotion. Lieutenant now, Lieutenant John Rico of the Roughnecks. Carmen seems to be impressed. She's there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You made
She shows a bit
something
interest
yourself.
now, doesn't she?
No, he knows an
Well,
officer.
I dumped you
Didn't
because
know
you were a grunt, but now you're officer material, so you know.
Ooh. Xander, you can fuck off.
My parents can't say anything now, because you're an officer.
And they're dead.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh man, I was gutted in the car on the way up here. Craig Charles is covering Steve Wright on Radio 2, and he's interviewing Mark Williams, who played Peterson.
Oh yeah.
And Craig reads a list of
Red
all
Dwarf.
Craig reads a list of all the things Mark's done, and at the end he says, and a little thing called Red Dwarf. I don't know whatever happened to that. 30 years ago, mate. And then he quotes to this Mark Williams, Craig Charles goes, I am Olaf Peterson, I am very good in bed. And then he laughs, and Mark Williams is like, did I say that? I genuinely can't remember any of the lines. And you can tell, like, there's an awkward, like, fuck you, dude. Red Dwarf's the best thing you've ever done. And it was 30 years ago. I don't care if you were in Harry Potter. Who's into Harry Potter? Oof. Yeah, billions of people I know. Still, Boys from the Dwarf.
Yeah.
Once again, to our American listeners, just fucking Google Red Dwarf series.
I think it's a bit of a cult hit over there.
Well, yeah, it was on BBC America apparently, and they even tried an American version of it.
They did,
Cat was
yeah.
female, wasn't it?
Yeah, they did a pilot. Yeah, Cat was female. Lister's like a hunky white dude. The same Crichton. I think Rimmer's a woman. Maybe Rimmer's a woman.
I think they wanted to make the cat female,
Yeah.
but they don't know if they did or not.
Crichton's Crichton.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
He was the only one offered his role, but
Yeah.
well.
Yes, so they go back to Planet P. Anyway, they go back. They think there's a brain bug. They think there's a definitely now. They think there's some kind of higher intelligence within the arachnid society that's coordinating attacks.
Yeah.
They want to capture it. They need to capture it, don't they?
Yeah.
No, let's get it. Let's hear it thinks. The Roughnecks have been reinforced. Ace is there doing his best old man face.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, they've got some kids now. Goes in a fresh in a boot. And he's, oh yeah, we're the old men now. Ace is strolling around with fucking Johnny Rico as if he's an NCO. He's fucking nothing, he's a troop. Get the fuck back in ranks, you prick. What are you doing?
You fucking worm.
So he's sucking up, that's all he's doing.
What would Sergeant Slaughter call him? Maggot. You're cannon fodder, maggot. Ah well.
Rico basically just rips off Radchek's speech about everyone fights, no one quits. I'll shoot myself. I shot the bloke who used to do this job. So don't think I won't. What do you think happened to Radchek? Hey,
I've got previous.
learn from the best. He's shot loads of people.
He's killed more people than Bugs.
In fact, at one point, the Federation's going to declare war on Radchek.
He's our second biggest enemy.
It's Rico's Roughnecks now, though. Who are? Yeah, they say it. Hoo.
Ah, right.
It's hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha.
And it's an all-out attempt to capture the brain bug. There's just basically it's the fucking last throw that dies, isn't it? What they've got out there until all the fresh people really start flooding out in numbers as they conscript everybody. But Carmen and Xander's ship, the Roger Young, is destroyed in orbit, along with a lot of the fleet. In all fairness, gets rid of a pounding. They make it to the escape pod, where the captain's killed and cut in half by a falling door. Again, safety doors. Remember Hicks in Aliens?
I do. Oh,
and his head crushed by a safety beam.
Annoyed the shit out of me. My favourite character, Hicks. Out of Aliens, Alien 3, head gets crushed by a safety beam. Not very fucking safe, is it?
Well, that's why you're supposed to stay away from it for your safety.
It's got one fucking job, and that's not to fall into someone's head.
It did it. Crushed his head. Oh, what a shit film that was.
It's terrible. Oh, can we call a quick press break?
Yeah, of course.
And we're back. They escape just as the ship is hit again and destroyed. Carmen and Xander. Pushing other people out the way to get to the pods, probably. Xander's a prick. They do get a distress call out. Ace picks it up. He's at the radio now. He recognises that it's Carmen.
Yeah.
Their pod sort of has a bit of a crash landing, ends up stuck inside of a hollow out mountain full of bugs.
Sorry for the microphone noise.
They survive the crash, but they're literally stuck in Bug City.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And the Navy rifles seem a lot better than the MI ones.
They
They were like killing loads of bugs with them.
Yeah.
Because there are two of them.
Why didn't you go with that in the first place? I suppose they had to learn, didn't they?
Well, they were shorter, weren't they? It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's weird. The bugs wound Xander and Carmen, but they keep them alive to meet Big Daddy Brain.
Yeah. Well, that's their big plan, isn't it?
This is the first time we see the brain bug, isn't it?
Yeah. and it's a big ass fat thing with a little straw that comes out of its face. Perfectly adapted through evolution to suck out a human's brains.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
weird.
like my ex.
Sorry, boys. Coughing up my.
She just
space
sucks the
age.
life out of you.
That's why you're so jaded. Yeah, Xander gets his brain sucked out.
Oh dear. Ah well, couldn't have happened to a nicer bloke.
Yeah, but he does say that someone like me is going to kill you and your whole fucking race, and he spits at it and then he sucks his brains out.
I love that bit where he sucks his brains out.
Yeah, his face kind of hollows out, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's
love
literally a fucking straw. It's fantastic, and it's like sucking a milk.
15-year-old me was like, just gobsmacked at the cinema, like, this is fucking awesome. Watching someone get their brain sucked out.
Yeah. And it's like a milkshake as well. It's like, and the noise is like slurping on a McDonald's milkshake, sucking that thing down. But he did, however, pass Carmen a knife on the sly before he was brain sucked.
He's a hero.
And I don't know whether is that like a thing that may kill yourself?
He
You're
might have
gonna
been.
kill all them bugs that knife.
Yeah,
are you?
yeah. He was probably given the opportunity.
I think it was to kill herself.
Yeah. But she didn't do that, did she?
She didn't.
Nope.
She's about to get her brain sucked out. But she cuts off the Slurpee straw.
Ah. Yes, no, you can't suck no brains.
No, you can't suck no brains. And just as Johnny and his crew show up with Watkins and Ace,
Yeah.
Rico's holding the nuke, and he's like, the brain bug knows what that is. Rico tells him that. You know what this is. And then makes the whole booby motion with his hand just in case the bug couldn't get it in the first place. She joins them. They make that little fighting retreat. Watkins gets injured, gets slashed again, the body armour doing its fucking job. Just vanishing.
Yeah.
He has his little... what was his name? Oh, fucking hell, what was his name from Aliens now? Mike?
Which one? Which one?
You know, you want some of this, you want some of this?
Drake.
No.
No, you said his name earlier.
Said his
I
name
can't
earlier.
remember.
Hudson.
Hudson. Yeah, he blows the nuke.
Yeah.
Heroically killing himself. Lots of bugs. Nearly everybody in the fucking mountain. Probably. Certainly nearly Rico, Ace and Carmen, and the entire rescue mission was to actually go and save their fucking lives. But no, fair play.
I mean, if we nuke our fellow humans, we're definitely going to nuke aliens, aren't we?
Oh, just
it's
a
a
bit.
foregone conclusion.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, the first thing, wouldn't it? I'd imagine that's what they're using on the planet, isn't it? Some kind of...
I think Trump's Space Force will be as inept as these people.
Just a bit.
They'll be underfunded. We had the money to get you to space. You haven't got guns. Are you daft?
You're not getting laser guns.
Oh, by the way, we can't get you back. Once you're up there. Ah, well.
Yeah, it's like those people that want to go to Mars. It's a one-way mission.
I'd go.
Yeah, but
Why would you want to go and eat fucking... What's his name? Shit potatoes on Mars?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon shit
Have you got
potatoes
to
on
go
Mars?
there and live in a tent for the rest of your life?
eating shit
basically?
potatoes?
Yeah. But hey, you're a pioneer, Mike.
Yeah, but you live in a tent eating shit potatoes for the rest of your
no,
life.
I don't fancy it.
I'd do it. Why not?
Not for me. I'd go fucking stir crazy on the journey.
It's going like Brexit Britain. You're going to be eating shit potatoes in a couple of years' time.
I think there was an astronaut on the radio over Christmas at some point saying he believes we'll get to Mars in the next 20 years.
I thought it was supposed to be sooner than that.
Don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just somebody who's been to space. He's not working on the project, is he, necessarily? So
No.
he's just guessing. Right.
It's a bit of a badass end from Watkins, though. You know, you like that? You want some more? Come on, you want to pick a piece of this? Yeah, I'd go it like that. That'd be nice.
Would be a good way
No
to
such
go.
thing as a dead hero, though.
No.
Yeah, bit of a badass, though.
Yeah.
And as they emerge from the tunnels, you've got all the MI cheering wildly.
Yeah.
It's the first victory of the war, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've had that massive arse kicking, and all of a sudden now, hey, we've won one.
That's it. The
Chalk one up for humanity.
tide's turning.
That's it.
But, you know, will there be a winner or will it be like a perpetual war?
Does anyone win in war? Well, those aliens probably have some resources that we need. Probably construct something from their bodies.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll reach the next stage of telepathic evolution because of, well, that guy's almost there, isn't he? The Himmler guy.
Carl.
So we'll tame them and breed them for meat.
Plenty on them.
Yeah.
Which them brain bugs.
Oh yeah.
Full of fat them.
It's like a grub that they eat in the jungle. But
Yeah.
giants.
Yeah, I mean the thing.
Feed a village.
That's it.
It's like 3 people tall, for fuck's sake. It's huge.
I'm sure there's not much meat on the armoured ones, I imagine.
Mm.
They'd be,
Yeah,
like,
there's
chicken,
enough of
they'd be
them.
like chicken wings, wouldn't they?
Yeah. They got a chicken of the cave. And they captured Big Daddy Brain, and who got him?
Zim.
Zim
Zim
busted
Zimmer.
himself down to private,
Yeah.
enlisted, off he went, captured a brain,
Good lad.
and then they're getting psychic card, and they
Go on, lad.
he must be fucking sweltering in his trench coat in that fucking heat.
Yeah, on a desert
I mean, the rest of
planet.
them are fucking warming up, but he's in a leather done-up trench coat, for fuck's sake.
Surely he could have had
With a
like.
black peaked hat. I mean,
He could have had leather shorts and a leather vest. Yeah, he would have looked like a gay club dancer, pole dancer, but hey, he'd have been nice and cool, be sensible, wouldn't
would
he?
have been.
As long as there were no studs on it or anything like that. Crotchless leather pants.
Crotchless chaps.
What do you think of this, you big slimy brain?
That hole's got nothing in it now.
Oh.
He reads the brain book's mind, and he says, it's afraid.
And everyone
And
cheers.
everyone cheers.
Yay!
Everyone cheers. Also, it's hinted that Carl can influence human minds, but he's replied it's classified because you told me about Find Carmen, and he's, no, it's classified.
Yeah, he did.
He did. Because they're all mates.
Yeah, that's it. They were at school together. They've been in the shower naked together.
Probably. So you, I'm not writing that off with Carmen, but make sure I have PE the same time as her.
Poor man, imagine it.
Rico glaring at you. You used to stare at his missus.
Yeah, fucking inject your cock with some numbing fucking agent.
And Rimmer has to do that, doesn't he? And start hitting your cock with a hammer. Fucking get down. Ah, bless.
Yeah. He says basically, we have one of their brains now. Soon we'll know how they think, and then we'll know how to beat them. And we close with the Federal Network.
Awesome.
And we have the ships. Cue lots of ships.
Yeah.
We have the weapons. Cue that newest rifle that could blow apart half a fucking mountain with one shot. And we need soldiers. Soldiers like Captain Carmen Abana, so she gets her own ship, she gets promoted. Lieutenant John Rico, he doesn't get promoted because I suppose he didn't really do very well in the last mission. He went off target to rescue somebody, shouldn't have really done that. Private Ace Levy, take the fucking promotion, Ace. Just fucking take it.
Surely it comes with a pay rise as well.
Yeah, for God's sake, man. You know, fucking. What are you doing?
Pride before the fall.
Indeed. Anyway, they'll keep fighting and they'll win.
Yeah.
And then end the film.
Excellent. Good.
Will they win?
Well,
Probably.
is it just a perpetual war?
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, they made 3 films and several animated shows, so the war's still going on for all we know.
Instead of throwing asteroids at Earth, maybe they'll find a way to throw their entire planet at Earth and just demolish it.
We end up with, in the third one, what they call a Q-bomb, and it can crack a planet.
Ooh, sounds good.
And they realise that the bug's chief brain is actually planet-sized, it's its own
shit.
planet.
Oh wow.
So that's why it sets it up here as a controversy that humanity shouldn't have the power to destroy a planet with one bomb.
But
So you have a nuclear thing, you have these anti-bomb protesters and stuff who they frame. Yeah. Anyway, they blow up the planet with a Q-bomb, kill the Big Daddy brain bug, and presume that the war's nearly on its way to being won.
I will give it a watch if I can find it. So, what's your final concluding thoughts on the Starship Troopers of 1997?
I loved it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in years, like I said, and I was surprised by how well it holds up in terms of effects. And but practical effects don't really age. You know, there is a lot of CGI in it, to be fair, but
There were 3 arachnid models actually made, robotic models. CGI was just added for the swarms, I think.
yeah,
I like the themes. I like how it is a satire of fascism in a way,
oh yeah,
and it's very sort of B-movie. I used to
I love
remember
that.
watching as a kid, watching all the old B-movie sci-fis, and
I love me a shitty B movie, I really do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the acting ain't great.
no, but it
The
doesn't
effects
take
are there.
itself
It doesn't take-
seriously,
no, it doesn't
man.
take
itself
seriously.
It's a fun sci-fi film with,
Humans fighting giant
Yeah.
insects.
Yeah,
Can't go wrong with that.
and it's a lot. There's a lot of deep thinking behind it as well.
yeah.
If you choose to look at the messages behind
Yeah,
it.
the extra layering is brilliant. I think.
Me too. Good
And it's a
stuff.
kick-ass film.
Yeah.
Right.
Just got one article about it
Oh, go for it.
from The Guardian. Starship Troopers now, it's reality, not sci-fi. No, we're not fighting giant aliens, it's what the film represents.
Yeah.
20 years ago, Paul Verhoeven's film foresaw the nightmare of the West's endless war with terrorists. If only the world had recognised its genius.
Can I just say that something like terrorism has gone up?
Since the war on terror.
Since the war on
yeah.
Of
terror.
course it has, because
More
we've got so many
terrorists.
disgruntled people who've lost.
Many more
families.
terrorists, don't you?
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Everything we declare war on gets worse. War on drugs
Yeah.
Got worse.
got worse. War on poverty got worse. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can't declare war on something. You ain't gonna solve it.
There's an image from Starship Troopers that has been carved in the walls of my memory ever since I first watched it as an awestruck, acne-ridden teen. Before this moment, we've been treated to a what's that word?
Pastiche.
Of Hollywood military training set pieces, goofy recruits, locker room banter, an unforgiving drill sergeant propped up in front of cloying high school drama, saturine romances, competitive sports, and innocent musings on the future. And all performed by people who wouldn't have a place in an Abercrombie and Fitch advert.
That's true.
Yeah.
Then, during the live fire exercise, our outlandishly chiselled protagonist, Johnny Rico, removes a faulty helmet from a fellow recruit to fix it, before a stray bullet chews the recruit's head to pieces. Only a few moments before you'd seen the cadet joking in the showers and mess hall, now his eyes are rolling in the back of his head, his open skull, overflowing with bloody tissue, and the film's sun-kissed sheen gets brutally shockingly wiped away in a flash, and it's brilliant. This sci-fi satire is loosely based on the fiercely right-wing novel that shared its name. It follows Rico in mankind's war with an alien species called arachnids or bugs after an attack destroys the whole of Benes, killing millions. They fight, they lose, they win. At the end of the film, the war's no closer to it was at the start.
To resolution.
At the time of its release in 1997, the usually febrile US military complex was going through a time of relative slumber, something hard to imagine now. The Gulf War was almost forgotten, Bosnia was winding down, and there was still a few years to go before 9/11 changed the world landscape forever. Yet Verhoeven's darkly humorous vision of a dystopian world with hyper-jingoistic, ultra-violent attitude towards war, propaganda, foreign relations, putting a negligible value on human life, is becoming more and more relatable by the day.
Yep.
It's a world in which you only exist if you're a fully functioning member of society or citizen of the Federation in the film's own terms. The way the war foreshadows the war on terror is striking. A righteous war caused by a seemingly unprovoked attack that kills multiple lives on our soil, later found out to be retaliation to an aggressively probing foreign policy. Check.
Yeah, false flag.
A horde of initially enthusiastic soldiers worn down by a less sophisticated but more cunning army that uses its surroundings to its advantage. Check. Wave after wave of increasingly blunt methods of propaganda. Check. Essentially, you can swap the word bug for terrorist in the film and you get the Western media's appraisal of the Middle East since the early noughties.
Yeah. Totally.
And that's pretty much it. Is it foreshadowing a war on terror? The military industrial complex basically running the show?
Still that last paragraph, that was quite good.
Verhoeven was praised to the gills by critics for RoboCop, another of his satires on the police state. Yet when he released a film that did so much to puncture the illusion of the military hero, the criticism was voracious. The film may seem like a chest-thumping celebration of colonialism, a big primary coloured drum being banged in favour of war's eternal mastication. But actually, he uses the brash tactics of propaganda to show up the ridiculousness of those ideas. Ideas that are worryingly appealing to a society driven by ever more fervent tribalism.
I couldn't agree more with that.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
Bang on. That's it.
Yeah.
So we'll go straight to full Alex.
Were you trying to get crazy with this, eh? Don't you know I'm loco?
Basically, Never Go Full Alex is the name of the game, the favourite game show in this flat. Basically, Mike finds us some clips of some random weirdo he's found on the net, and then we decide we pitched him, into a battle royale of insanity against Alex Jones. Saint Alex, is he a saint?
He's a saint,
He's a saint,
yeah.
yeah.
Especially now he's a
saint
martyr.
of the show. Oh yeah, maybe there's a vacancy for a new saint.
Maybe he was right. Maybe that's why they deplatformed him. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
Could
either
have
way.
been saying that those kids didn't get shot. I don't either or.
Yeah, that's one. So yeah, that's pretty much the show. We decided who's gone more batshit insane.
Yeah.
So, who we got first, Mike?
Okay, first up we got Pat Robinson.
Oh, Pat,
Hey.
friend of the show.
Our old mate.
Here, did the Gulf War start based on a word from the Lord from Pat Robinson?
Oh, probably not.
I called Johnson, who at that time was chief of staff, and I said, "Look, I've got an important message for your boss." And he said, "Okay, I can set it up Wednesday." And I said, "Okay, I'll come up." And he was in the Oval Office, and just that time, his representative in Geneva had been meeting with the representative of Saddam Hussein, and the talks had broken down. And I said, "Mr. President, I've got a word from the Lord for you." He said, "What is it?" I said, "There's going to be a war. It's going to be enormously successful. You're going to be hailed as a great military leader, and your success is going to go through the roof." And he said, "Well, I appreciate that." And I said, "Well, why don't we pray about it?" And so we joined hands together and we asked for God's anointing and his wisdom on this man. And he went from there into the cabinet room, and they launched the Gulf War.
So, Pat Robinson claiming credit for starting the Gulf War, first Gulf War.
Yeah. I like it how he said, like, "Oh, you'll win and you'll become a messiah and everything, and praised as a great leader." And he goes, "Oh, thanks for that."
He appreciated that. Oh, jeez.
Have those things happened for him?
No.
And was the war a massive success?
Well, I suppose in terms of casualties and that, yeah. I mean, I think the coalition lost less than 200 and the Iraqis a lot more. It was a very decisive military
Yeah,
campaign.
it
Lasted
was very
100
outmatched though, wasn't
It
it?
lasted 100 hours.
You know what I
No,
mean?
it
You got the
completely-
greatest military might in the world
Yeah.
versus the Iraqi army.
They were the fourth largest in the world. I had fought a 10-year war against the Iranians. They weren't no mugs.
Okay, but still.
But the fact that we bombed them for the best part of 3 weeks before we just launched that 100-hour ground campaign, they were just shell-shocked by the time they never faced that before.
Well, he's mine and Mike's saint, but maybe not Ben's. The great Bill Hicks, hasn't he got a bit about that when in the first Iraq War they tried saying it was like the 5th biggest army, and he's like, "Well, who the fuck else is on the list? It's like us, Russia, and then it fucking drops off pretty fucking big." And he's like, "There might be a lot of them, and they're fucking village people with like shitty weapons."
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, oh fuck that guy, he makes me fucking sick. He really does. He makes
Nice to see the Christian pastor calling for war.
I know.
It's fucking.
Just think, guys, this guy almost became president of the United States.
God. Jesus Christ.
We wouldn't be here now if he'd have won that
I
election.
mean, I'm not saying the other presidents weren't all monsters as well, but this guy's particularly a monster.
I mean, just we wouldn't be here now. He'd have nuked
yeah.
Russia
Yeah.
because God, the voice in his head told him to.
The voice in his head that tells him he's going to be a messiah. Isn't that called delusions of grandeur, which is a side effect of like some severe mental illness like schizophrenia or
Yeah.
personality disorder?
Yeah.
You fucking fuck.
Another dimension where he did become president is just a nuclear blasted wasteland.
This is what God wanted.
It's Mad Max.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
Next up, Andrew Womack says Obama was elected out of nothing but racial prejudice.
Okay, this will be interesting.
And you know, again, I know I'll get criticized for this, but I firmly believe that Obama was elected out of nothing but racial prejudice. You know, Martin Luther King says, "I have a dream that my children will be judged not for the color of their skin, but their character." And Obama was elected because of the color of his skin. I think it was 98-point-something% of all blacks voted for him. You couldn't get 98% of my students here in this school to agree on anything. They did it because of the color of his skin. And then the white vote that felt like we had abused the blacks, they did it out of guilt. And that's the reason he was elected. He had no qualifications. That's right. It was racial prejudice.
Well, there's a black guy sat next to him while he's saying that.
Yeah, I know.
And he's agreeing with him.
It's amazing how
He's
these,
nodding his head, you know.
how these people think, isn't it?
Oh my life. Fuck that guy.
Well, the last guy was Pat's a clear nutcase.
So
he's
it's
just
all-
a bigot.
Is all the other times that white people were voted in, was that racial prejudice? From
Obviously
white
not.
people.
Obviously not.
So you're
Because he's
racially
white.
prejudiced, aren't you, mate?
Yeah, just a bit.
He's a prick, isn't he?
Just a bit.
Well, at the minute, I think Pat's winning because he's just a bigot.
Yeah, he's a bigot. Pat's fucking delusional. But we haven't heard.
Pat's just got senility at this point. He's just saying whatever comes into his fucking head, and people are sending him money. It's incredible.
We need to hear from Saint Ike now. No, what's his name?
St. Alex.
Saint Alex.
Right, well, next up, it's InfoWars have released a version of the Alexa called the Alex.
Okay.
And it's just Alex Jones as Alexa.
Okay, well, even so.
Are you tired of Alexa and all of her crazy liberal propaganda?
Jesus Christ is a fictional character.
Well, here at InfoWars, we have made it our mission to combat liberal propaganda. We are introducing our brand new home integration smart device called Alex. Alex is just as smart as Alexa and can answer any question you have. Hey Alex, who is Hillary Clinton?
She is an abject, psychopathic demon from hell that as soon as she gets into power is going to try to destroy the planet. I mean, I always told people around her that they think she's demon possessed, okay? I'm just going to go ahead and say it, okay? I've told her and Obama just stink. You can't wash that evil off, man.
Hey Alex, what is communism?
Communism is slavery. It's got a bunch of, fancy political maxims and systems. Some of it's true about how economics works, but their solutions are a fraud and always delivers vertically integrated central systems of control. Anybody who really practices it kills tens of millions of people like the Communist Chinese did. Look at Venezuela collapsing today under communism. They can't even keep the lights on for more than a couple hours. They do not deliver anything but hell on earth and hereditary dictators.
These are expired.
My God, don't put that in the water. It's deadly poison.
Sorry, Alex.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap. I'm sick of being social engineered. It's not funny.
Hey, Alex, tell me about Jesus Christ.
I know God's real. I know Christ is real. I know these evil people. When they hear the name Jesus Christ, they get upset. Hillary's the Washington Post admitting she'll channel any dead person but Jesus Christ. She says she will not do that. They fear the name. They know it's real. It's real for whatever reason. So we need to pray to Jesus Christ to lead God and direct us and to heal this land if that's God's will.
Hey, Alex, can you tell me a bedtime prayer?
We pray in your Son's precious name, Jesus Christ, for that blood on Calvary, on Golgotha, that frees us from this evil. We accept that and we take it upon ourselves to be good people and stand against evil no matter what happens. We're sorry for all we've done and not being good enough. And please just heal our land because we don't want to be ruled by Satanists that hurt children and kill children and sell their body parts. And the communist Chinese, just look at what we've become. In your precious Son's name, his blood, Jesus Christ.
Alex, I love you.
I'm gonna go home and cry tonight because you boss me around. Oh, I gotta do what you say because you're so liberal. You're a flaming fascist piece of trash, control freak, divide and conquer, maggot, failure, piece of crap. Excuse me, I break free of your mind control, filth. You'd be like a gazelle in the African savannah that saw a pride of lions. And it said, well, I'm going to be friendly to the lions and they'll like me. I'm going to go lay down and show them my belly. I'll tell the lions where the gazelles are. And as the little gazelle walks over, hi, lion. He's feeling kind of powerful. You're my friend. The lion just grabs him by the throat, rips it out. And the gazelle goes, trendy, I was trendy. As it flops around, blood spewing. As long as you just do it in a voice like this and go, oh, it's very reasonable, very liberal, and just act real effeminate and go,
Well, I think he won it at the end.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
The prayer won it. The prayer won it for me.
No, but can you imagine having an Alexa, which is Alex? I'd love it.
It would be humorous for the first few days. And you might find yourself doing some peculiar things.
Yeah.
Like we're making pipe bombs.
Yeah.
Alex, he's in charge of the world. He's just letting go on a massive rant.
Well, Alex has got it for me.
Yeah.
I want one. I want an Alex.
We'll see what we can do. Oh man, you could probably sell a lot of them if you marketed it.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic.
Fucking hilarious.
So let's bring it to a struggle then.
Yeah.
Alex wins. Starship Troopers is awesome.
Yeah.
I've been Ben. I'm going to say Happy New Year. This is the first one you hear of 2019. Don't drink the Flavour Aid and don't join the cult.
I've been Gaz. I will be back on top form last week. Sorry it was a short one this week, but I am quite close to death. Yeah, free Biff Tannen, and I'll see you next week.
I've been Mike. Thanks for listening. Peace out. May the force be with you.
And if Gaz does die, we'll let you know on the page and you can apply to be our co-host.
Thanks, dude.
Just covering all bases.
Bye.